Hello everybody, this is Edward Lex. I'm incredibly tired today, which means I'm probably going to die. uh, that lava death was way too funny, I can't, man. So, today is going to be this episode, because if if something happens, if I get the figure, then it's going to be great. If nothing happens, then, well, at least you'll see what it's like. Um, I asked people about this weird, like AI glitch. Like, you see, creatures that aren't supposed to stop, like ever, just do stop randomly, and it's completely unexplainable. I have no idea why, but I made sure to check out, and yeah, it's not a mod because who knows, maybe certain mods I have in terms of performance, such as Futara engine, maybe that is the reason for all this, but no, it's just the game, I guess. And yeah, I do accept that my processor is not extremely fast, especially by today's standards, but I mean, come on. Also, I have a little sort of a ridiculous thing for you. Come on. Shooting these things is a bit frustrating. But yeah, I just crafted a lot of Tanora bandages because I have no way, like no other place where I could use these things for. And turns out that one single thing, like a single piece of these, is 5 of the best healing items. Man, I'm going to abuse that in my permadeath playthrough. But that permadeath playthrough is probably not going to happen in several years. Simply because, honestly, at the moment I'm just losing interest in Starbound. And I bet you could tell that, but also I'm sort of excited in seeing if I can win this, if I can, deal with my frustration with the game. Because if I can, then it would be amazing. It would mean that I will manage to make this game not a chore. And I kind of want that, you know? Oh well. For now, it is what it is. And yeah, I'm going to be doing this a lot. Oh boy, I can't even imagine what it's going to be like hunting things with meat. Because this is already ridiculous. And like, the reason I actually started farming these creatures, like I started from them, is because I just really wanted to be able to not overflow with food. As it stands right now, all of my fridges, at least all of the fridges with cooked meals, are entirely filled. And I don't like wasting food. Like, if you haven't noticed, I haven't ever gotten my food to spoil in this episode. In this series entirely, I should say. Oh, not like this. Oh, man! I hate hunting these slimes. So, if you don't know, I am pretty much overpowered, so I can just do this. It's going to probably kill these creatures immediately. Like, let me try. Yep. Uh, this is, as far as I know, the best bow in the game. There is also Poisonous Bow, but that one deals less damage and applies that stupid poison effect. You'd think that poison would be useful, but no, because if your victim dies of poison, it's not going to be considered hunting. So basically, if you're using hunting bow, I don't know what you're doing. I would get like probably, probably, yeah, I said it. I would understand something like I don't know, electric bow, but again, it also has issues because that way you won't be able to hunt waves like groups of enemies. Yeah, because if electricity deals damage to everyone close to whoever was hit with it. Mm. What else is there? Oh, there is also cold. Cold. I don't actually remember what cold does, man. I should try at some point. Oh, man. I might as well get some food going. Oh, by the way, different kind of thorns. Yeah, fires. Thorns. It's such a rare effect. I legitimately believed it was. It was what? It was modded until I checked the game files. It's just I have never crafted spicy ribs for obvious reasons. Not only do they require something rare, such as sugar, and you can only craft them in the late game, and in the late game, you have just better food already. And it's not even in the late game, it's like in the mid game. Not even in the mid game, for fuck's sake. You have the best food type in the game the moment you get to uh, Ocean's Plant. Yeah. Well, I mean, you do have to unlock the fish pie first, but still. So yeah, if you don't realize it, basically all that food I have here, the prepared one test, is whatever I couldn't put in the fridges. So yeah. Well, what can I say? Welcome to Starbound. How long is 1 hour? 47. Okay. I guess I will remind you why I'm doing these for 1 hour. It's simply because I don't have that much disk space, and just getting a single episode doesn't really take that much space, so that's good. Also, I just realized that my audio is reversed. So here's the thing. I have a set of speakers. Yeah, granted, pretty cheap ones, but I mean, I got them for free, so I don't mind at all. The problem is that for some reason they have reversed, like, speak. How do you call it again? Man, I'm supposed to be a musician. I'm supposed to know such things, but apparently no. Pitch, stereo. Panning, yeah. So they are reversed panning, which means everything on the left I hear on the right, and that's awful. Um, I had to install a piece of software, and just to be able to reverse this. And I have to constantly, if I want to use my headphones, I have to turn it off, the effect, to reverse the signal. And if I want to go back to my speakers, I want to turn them on again, and I just sometimes forget about all this. By the way, I have never really checked if these cost different. Oh, they do, and for some reason, the butterfly from the last tier plant is cheaper than the first. Oh, Starbound, I don't know what made you like this, but someone definitely didn't like you. I mean, yeah, the balance in the game is horrible, but I mean, come on. If I can enjoy playing with granted, the only single one, but still a shotgun, yeah, not everything is super ultra bad, right? I mean, come on, Doom Cannon is definitely a good weapon. It's a good weapon if you play with friends. Of course, I'd get poisoned. Thankfully, I brought food. The combat food, the one that restores a little, so I could often eat it. It's not like I'm going to need that much, but actually, I wonder what's the difference between toxic damage and fire damage. I may assume, but it's just an assumption, that toxic damage is dependent on your percentage of health, and well, fire is just static. But I don't know. I usually thought that fire is more damage but shorter, and toxic is less damage but longer. But that's about it. Oh well. I played Starbound before starting the recording. I spent actually a lot of time in my base. I know you would love to see it right now, but it's not ready. But in reality, I just don't really have to show it to you. There is nothing that much new. The current problem I have with my base is that it's just it's just the base. There is nothing to do right now. Like, yeah, I come back sometimes, I prepare some meals, and that's it. And the only reason I prepare meals is because I have too many of these, and well, I feel the need to constantly take every single food item to its max potential. I don't know why, it's just something I actually enjoy in this game for some reason. Oh well. So, shall we talk about something? Because, it gets quite lonely in here. Man, I wonder what will be the next game I join. You know how it goes. Usually, I start watching some videos about a game, then after some time, like a week, maybe a month, I'm going to play that game for like half a year. Then I will get tired of it, and at some point we'll start watching videos about other game. And then I will join to that game, and the cycle continues. Because right now, I am watching videos about Skyrim, and I'm like, so the next thing I'm going to be obsessing about is Skyrim. Alright then, I suppose like in a few months, I'll be playing Skyrim every day. I'm pretty sure, for like several months. And then I will go like, you know what, Kenshi is actually quite fun again. I'll go back to Kenshi, and then I will go back to Ambiguous Amphibians channel, and I'll be like, you know what, Project Zomboid doesn't feel that bad, so let's play Project Zomboid, why not? And then I'll be like, actually, Project Zomboid is such a great game, but I really want to play as several people, so I guess it's RimWorld time, and then I'll be like, RimWorld is cool and all, but I kind of want, 3D, I want character customization and stuff. Yeah, I suppose it's time to play some Skyrim again. Or maybe even Starbound, because, I'm not that sucker for 3D, I don't mind playing 2D games. But yeah, the cycle continues, and you know why? Because all of these games, they have something that I really like about them. In Starbound, it's mainly the graphics. I just enjoy how the game looks. I like that it's calm, that it's not like Terraria, that is... Honestly, if you like Terraria, I have nothing against you, but just know that I don't understand your point. I legitimately don't know how you can physically enjoy this piece of crap. And, man, like, someone would ask me, well, what's the problem of Terraria? And I would say, it's a good game. It's objectively nice. It's fine. But subjectively it's a fucking torture. Like seriously, you know, I'm like, my problem with Terraria is that it's so damn hard. It's just ultra hard, extremely ultra hard. Like granted, yeah, I play it on the hardest difficulties ever because honestly, Terraria has a big problem with balance. At least I would love to see some customization in terms of balancing. You know, like being able to change how much damage you take, how much damage you receive, like how much damage you deal and stuff. Like in like in Skyrim. But the problem is the basic, your casual mode is just too boring. There is like nothing is threatening, nothing is damaging, nothing can kill you, and it's just boring. Because yes, I am somewhat skilled in the game, but then I go to expert mode and I'm like, ugh, expert mode is so much fun. Like doing everyday things, like I don't know, maybe mining, exploring, stuff like this. It's fun because mobs feel appropriately hard. You don't get to, you know, feel like it's something unfair and stuff. But the problems begin when bosses appear. Honestly, I would consider that expert mode makes bosses unreasonably strong. Like like so strong. I don't know. So look, I played the game in 1.2. Yes, I'm this old. 1.2 was the version where I think you had to jump every single block. Like that wasn't an option. You had to absolutely jump on him. And man, it was to me. I like how to explain this. When these games appear, you're always excited about new features. You see like, oh look, this was added. That's actually pretty badass. That's awesome. And then, well, when you come back to the same old versions later, you just feel like they're so raw and unfinished because of all the new stuff that was published and uploaded for it. And I mean, it does spoil the experience, but not too much. Thankfully, Terraria is not like Minecraft, where at some point the game just started to become total garbage. Like, I do agree that absolutely every single update until like this moment, until Journey's End, has been really great. It really did improve the game. It didn't harm it. So at least that's good. The issue I have is that, man, I spent what? Let me count. So today is 2023, right? 16 or 17. Yeah, basically 7 years. I was trying to count, like, I remember what grade I was in, I just don't remember what age I was. So yeah, I spent 7 years, granted not 24/7 playing Terraria, but still, I spent 7 fucking years trying to kill the Wall of Flesh. And when I wanted to look up guides on how to kill this thing, you know what was the first guide I watched? Granted, yes, it was a Russian guide, so I don't. Let's say I don't have proof that it was like this, but it was a guide for an outdated version today. And the guy, you know what the guy said? If you have 400 HP, that means you're trying to kill Wall of Flesh a bit too late in your game. Imagine seeing, like, imagine encountering like a hard game and there is a hard boss, and people tell you, yeah, this boss is just nothing to do. It's like, if you are powerful, if you did everything correctly, you are a bit too late. Actually, you are overdoing it. And I'm like, what the fuck? Am I this bad with this game, or what? Like, if the numbers are in my case like positive, I mean, I'm supposed to be overpowered already, right? Then why am I dying? Of course, dying was because of my kind of disability. Not that I have a disability or something, but let's just say that when it comes to Terraria, do you know that the boss gives you a certain debuff, which is terror? Basically, if you teleport back home, you just instantly die. The thing is, this debuff doesn't get applied to your character only. It also gets applied to me. So, whenever I want to go against Wall of Flesh, I legitimately start getting heavier heartbeat. Because this boss is terrifying. I know that I spent like 7 years trying to kill it without any success. The only thing I managed to do was cheat and get expert level of equipment just to get it on, just to kill it on normal mode. And yet I did like dynamite at first, then star cannon, so definitely overpowered stuff. And honestly, I didn't even realize when it died. So yeah, it just existed and stopped existing. That was it. And so, you know, the funniest thing was when I tried to kill it on like master and expert and stuff. Yeah, I do now play Terraria only on master, because at this point I say that there is no point replaying this piece of shit. So if I want to finish it, I'd better do it once. And if I want to do it once, I'd better do it so I'm like done with it forever. And like, I want to complete it on master difficulty, and that's it. Well, granted, it started because expert was just fun. Bosses were not fun. Bosses were fucking overpowered. That wall of flashes is a traumatic experience. But the everyday like creatures, they're fine. They are really just fine. And so, yeah, when I started playing master mode, the game became so slow. You know, trying to constantly make sure that you have everything, not risking anything. The moment something goes out of your control, the moment you even encountering some sort of strong enemy, you just teleport back home, and then you have to go all the way back because that's your only way of survival. It's honestly just boring. I would say it's a bad game design, but I'm pretty sure that there will be plenty of people who would tell me just get good. And honestly, I am not saying they are wrong. I'm just saying that, come on, have mercy. And surprisingly, this is the moment where I actually agree with Vincent Martin of all people. If you don't know, Vincent Martin is a... How do you even describe that person? That guy is... He's wrong about plenty of things, like a lot of things when it comes to video games, like Fallout 3. But man, this is the only thing I... Actually, wait. Oh, of course, I'm mistaken Vincent Martin. Vinci, I'm sorry, if you're watching this, I didn't mean to. Look, you're fine, it's just... yeah, I think you're wrong about Fallout 3. But I was referring to Acer Thorn. Acer Thorn! Also, I'm quite thirsty. Wait a sec. So yeah, Acer Thorn. This guy... what he said was, why would I devote so much of my time to a game I basically dislike? Yeah, he was referring to Fallout New Vegas, but honestly, I feel the same way about New Vegas. New Vegas is just, man, it's not enjoyable. I know why people like it. I completely understand them. In fact, once again, my contradictionary views. Basically, I agree that in games, the stories, the characters, the world building is what matters because all of that is, it's like it's not going to date. You will never go to an old game with a good story and say it's outdated. But like if the game tries so hard to be like graphically good, then like in a week it's going to be outdated and people will just stop caring about it. I mean, I'm not wrong about that. I know it. The thing is, this this entire thing of stories not dating and stuff, it's cool and all, but when the game itself isn't enjoyable, I can't disagree at all with I can't agree with Josh Strife Hayes more because he said that it doesn't matter if your game has like 50 races and stuff like that, but if the game if the gameplay if like second to second gameplay is bad, then nobody is going to care about it. And I suggest you watch his videos. It's worst MMO ever, Second Hand's Land. It's one of those like old style worst MMO evers. The ones that were still good, when they didn't become just reviews. I have nothing against reviews, but I mean, the first worst MMO evers were just golden. Oh, a rare pop top. Cool. You're free to die. Actually, I shouldn't be killing these rare pets because, they are rare and they are pets, but I don't feel like making the capture balls, so yeah. So in general, look, I do agree that New Vegas might have better story, better plot, better characters than, let's say, Skyrim, but honestly, just honestly, when I jump, yeah, just basically physically jump in New Vegas, and I see these wooden animations, yeah, people say that Skyrim has wooden animations and stuff, but compared to Skyrim, man, Skyrim is much more enjoyable also time to eat something and, well, I suppose I will be back later. Hey guys, I just went to mine a little bit because I was building my base and, decided to finish it already. And look what I got here. Whoa! Uh, I suppose that's two out of a lot. And right now I am on the first planet, the landing one, just trying to get some iron going. So yeah, that's pretty much everything I want to tell you because that's everything that happened really. I'll continue, I guess. Guys, I'm I want to show you, well, not show you, basically, tell you. You can't see my feelings right now, but ignore what's going on the screen. I'm just harvesting crops and stuff to sell. Basically, like, I keep wondering, is it PTSD that I'm feeling right now? Because, funny thing is, I have no idea how PTSD actually feels. And sometimes I just have these episodes, I guess, these random waves of like bad memories I get, things I regret and stuff, and I'm like, that's so uncomfortable. But that's really what it is. Just uncomfortable. Is it like like something else? Is it like some light form PTSD? Is it not PTSD? Is it the actual PTSD or something? And if it really is, then my god, PTSD is overrated. But in reality, just I don't know. Right now, I'm just remembering a single scene from my university days. One time, I remember how I was at a class and it was the end of the class. I wasn't paying attention that much because, university or not, studying is boring. I know it shouldn't be. I know it's not in reality, but you have to know how to make it fun, and nobody cares. So of course, nothing is fun. But the thing is, well, yeah, you should, in theory, try to make things fun. Well, you know how education is again. So, in that class, in the end, I was caught off guard when I was asked to just basically review the lesson. Not review, like the teacher said such a great word to describe it, and now I have no idea what that word actually is. Basically, what do you feel? Not feel like. What do you think the lesson was good or not? Stuff like this. So yeah, kind of review. And I was caught so much off guard that I basically just didn't know how to respond. And now I'm like, man, I blame myself so much for getting in this uh, uncomfortable position because it's not pleasant when someone asks you such a simple question as what can you say, did you like the lesson or not, and you're like what I have nothing to say. And yeah, of course it happened less prepared from my side, but it is what it is, guys. What am I missing? I'm missing mistakes. And honestly, this is kind of annoying at this point, even. I'm like, man, just give me some rest, please. I don't want to remember all these memories that don't matter. I don't want them to affect me or anything, but they keep affecting me, and it sucks. So, what the moral of the story is? The moral of the story is the less you experience things, the less these things are going to hurt you. So, yeah, if you feel adventurous, don't be just try to experience as less of this life as possible. Trust me, you'll thank me in the end. Of course, you won't, but I think that wouldn't be too bad. And man, I need to organize these fridges. Just you wait when we get the signs. I will just put like meat, vegetables, and stuff above the fridges, so I won't have to deal with all this shit every time. What am I missing again? I'm missing corn. So that's pretty much it. Just having to deal with all this crap is not that pleasant, really. Oh well. Look, I also know that this garden is a mess. Like, it's a total, utter mess. I know, I get it. But, look, it's just temporary. I plan to have, like, this entire line full of just rice, and as you can see, I don't have enough rice at the moment. Like, I simply don't have. Also, yeah, check this out. It's all filled with basically top level food. Not entirely, not all of it, but some of it at least. Oh well. Isn't it awesome to have just a simple little garden like this and be able to feed yourself forever? Oh well, oh well. So yeah, I'll catch you later. I am back. I guess I will make this episode a little bit shorter. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm kind of tired of all this, but yeah. Honestly, don't be surprised to see me tired. I mean, come on, I made so many videos telling you basically the same thing. But like, sometimes it has to be said, man. It just feels better, you know? So, for those who might be wondering what's going on the screen and why am I farming these creatures, it's because I'm still looking for the figure. Yeah, the action figure collection, the one we need for 100% collection. I knew I was gonna do that, and I'm probably the best person in this fucking world to, for that job, because I don't mind doing small little repetitive tasks when the thing smells nice on the surface at least. So Starbound is really nice on the surface. I mean, it doesn't look that bad. Granted, it's a bit barren here, but that's simply because I killed all the trees down here. So yeah, no wonder. But yeah, if I wanted, I could plant these trees back. But I mean, come on. We live in an industrial society. We want to, make everything industrial at this point. By the way, I don't know if rare creatures can drop you figures, but I guess doesn't hurt to try. I mean, come on, do you even know how many spears I have? Yeah, 3,000. 3,000 hunting spears. And surprisingly, it's really not that much. It's basically 3 creatures, 3 action figures. If I get extremely unlucky, of course. But honestly, I actually asked people if like 1/1,000 means that in every single thousand there is a single guaranteed creature. So like, if I kill, let's say, just 1,000 glyphs, will I 100% get the the basic clip? Like, will I be guaranteed for the drop? And I don't know, and that's kind of a problem. Like, I should see. If there is a 1 in 10% chance, does it mean that every single 10 attempts there is guaranteed one? Because sometimes I think it doesn't, which means I might need more than. Wait a sec. I might need more than 69,000 hunting spears. Yeah. So, I spent like legit half an hour crafting all these spears because they have, well, not the worst, but definitely not the fastest crafting speed. So, yeah, this is why I actually collect a lot of cobblestone from everywhere. And this is why I actually want to get that glitch fortress at some point. Because by then I will just be able to passively farm a lot of wood and stone, and well, make just these things. Yeah, I could technically go around with bows, but bows are extremely annoying to use. Like, yeah, they're fine sometimes, but sometimes they're just horrible. And this kind of annoys me. See, like, spears have a better hitbox, they are thicker. And because of this, I am able to, well, hit more successfully. Yeah, they have a bit of a recharge, but as you can see, if you can kill everything in one hit, it's pretty much fine. Ah, it's probably Discord notification. I don't care. Look, I need some time to rest from social interactions. Sometimes I need like a day, maybe more. So yeah, I'm sorry I'm not the best when it comes to social interactions. But really, I don't even want to care about all that stuff. And you know, because I need to find a job, and my problem is that I keep failing at it. I must say that it's been like awful. All the options I have are like interacting with people, and given how I really don't like interacting with people, yeah, it's not exactly ideal for me. You get it? Also, fun thing. Check this out. You can in this game, and I think in this game alone, you can do this. You can sprint walking. Yeah, it's like crouching and sprint, but that's even better. It's just sprint walking. I don't know, but it sounds so ridiculous. And this game is so ridiculous sometimes, you know, like uh, it matches, but it's like, oh my god, who sprints and walks? But you can. How am I on food? I have a lot of space. That's good. You are not farmable. I don't want you. You are. Yeah, it's the recharge timer that is annoying me right now. Like, I can't make spears be throwable faster. I can't increase their fire rate. No matter what you do, you're not going to be able to do it. Which is kind of annoying, but it's fine. I mean, you can throw like one spear at a time, so it will increase your fire rate, but will decrease damage. I don't need damage, so I just throw a single spear. I try to keep them more or less equal because I kind of don't want to be constantly checking this list and be like, oh yeah, the left hand is getting less ammo, so I guess I should now renew it. Because, yeah, I still want to be able to throw spears from both hands in case I miss. So, what else am I going to tell you now? What else can I possibly tell you? You see, talking like this, playing the game when nothing new is happening, is kind of a boring thing. But honestly, when I tried to do this without recording, I didn't even have a reason to talk, and that was even more boring than this. So, kind of, you know, learn to enjoy, appreciate that I am entertaining you while the game kind of might not be doing that. I don't know if you're enjoying what you're looking at, but again, I like the graphics, and I look. I know I'm using a graphics mode, but that mode only changes the characters. It doesn't change the things like the environments, blocks, and stuff. But yeah, I'm using a mod that changes the looks of blocks too, but I'm not changing the color palette, so that's good. Actually, I think plenty of games these days just don't use color palettes at all. Like, I remember Skyrim, I should probably mention the Legendary Edition, that is just gray. it's just stone color, and that's everywhere. And I play Legendary Edition. It's the only Skyrim I enjoy. Like, I don't play Special Edition because honestly, it's just shit. Not in terms of the game as the game being shit, but because it's a freaking cash grab, and I don't like cash grabs. So yeah, if you like Special Edition, I'm sorry you have no taste. Take it as a objective criticism of your lack of taste and live with it, I guess. Because I know you're not going to change. Oh, god damn it. Alright. So, what's the story here? What are we going to do after I get creatures from there? I'm actually going to go underground. And I'm going to hunt underground creatures from there. Because this first planet has, well, a lot of creatures I can just kill instantly and don't care. For example, you see these green snails things? Basically, they take 2 spears to kill on my home planet. I mean, ocean base. This is home planet. So yeah, that's why I have to farm them here. In fact, the more interesting creatures, the more like unique creatures we find there, the better. I know we won't find every single one of them, but every single planet features a set amount of biomes, and we can use all of them. I mean, we have explored so many planets already. I'm keeping track of them. Well, I mean, how? I just remember things with my memory. It's not the best, I know, but look, the idea is that I can check what planets I have visited. I can just revisit them and do the business there. After all, it's just a matter of a single flag, and that's it. Also, if you're wondering about my mining site, that alien planet, it's going kind of fine. I haven't died there again, so that's good. But I also can't give you any news. It's not like I found anything interesting there. It's not like I will find anything interesting. In fact, it's funny how in Terraria, if you dig too deep, you're going to start encountering extremely difficult enemies, like in the Nether, Hell, whatever you call it. Actually, it's called, I think, Underworld or Otherworld. It should be Underworld. I don't know. I just know that there is a soundtrack name. I don't remember which one it features, but it's not Nether, Nether in Minecraft. Anyway, in Terraria, if you dig there, you will encounter difficult enemies, and it's really hard to survive there. In Starbound, on the lowest biome of the planet, you will never encounter any living creature at all. It's kind of handy because, you know, it's not like there is any treasure. You're just going to be finding a lot of durasteel, gold, and diamonds. Things that are valuable, but not too valuable. Alright, sorry for this extreme introduction. Intersection. Intermission? Anyway, I just wanted to show you what I meant. Also, I dumped all the food in the storage. So, if I go to this area, you can see that I can view things. If I go to other stars, you can see I can view them. So, this button indicates that I have been to this planet. God damn it, phone, shut up. And let's say I choose some other star, and you will see that it's unexplored. So, I just have to check these stars real quick, and I know that, alright, I have been there, and I think I have been there, yeah. So that's it, that's how I decide where I should go next. I'm going to re-explore every single planet we have been to, and in the end, I'm going to just dig everything I can from these planets. So I'm going to get all the collections on them, well, at least as much as possible. Of course, I'm going to check all the dungeons, get all the traders and stuff. We'll see. now that I think about it, I should really start exploring these avian dungeons, villages, because I'm not playing my permadeath. I'm not trying to collect as many weapons as I can, so that's good at least. And yeah, it's kind of a hobby of mine, collecting randomized weapons in terms of, in a chance, in hopes of finding a duplicate, like a total duplicate, but a random one. Because yes, you can buy two of the same weapons from a single trader, but how about finding a single weapon, like the same weapon, from two different traders? Now that would be quite an adventure. Of course, it limits how much money you get because, well, selling guns in this game is literally the best way to make money. But oh well. Well, what do I mean best way? I mean the best way is to just make a money farm, and you know, I think we are yet to find the best money farm in the game. Because currently I just know that you can mine titanium on ocean planets, and guess where my base is? And by using the titanium, I can ideally craft the items you need for space stations, I think. And you can just sell them instead of starting your space stations. Like, that's it. I don't know honestly, because mining for titanium, it's still mining, and I don't want to mine. I want an AFK money farm. I know there is one that is definitely AFK, definitely reliable, but man, not with recording sessions, because the problem with the farm is that it relies on creatures getting generated and then dying in like lava and stuff, or maybe in a turret. And the issue is that not every creature dies every single time, which means that at some point there will be more and more creatures on your screen. Yeah, they will get to a certain point, but it still means that you will still get like 25, 30, 40 creatures on the same screen. And that means goodbye FPS. Like, I tried that farm, and trust me, you need a really powerful computer to deal with that farm. That's not ideal for me. Even though, yeah, I did start getting money, but it wasn't ideal anyway. Besides, it's not entirely AFK, but I mean, come on, it's just about hunger. So if you're playing casually, then yeah, there is a fully AFK farm. But I don't know honestly, because I need to see like what can I possibly create, what can I possibly get like as a money producer. I should like check out what sources even give you money, and it doesn't matter how much money, it just matters if it gives you that. Mm, let me think, let me think. Honestly, I can't think of anything other than just basic farming. Not good. The spawn algorithm of these creatures is kind of meh as well. No, I mean, technically I know a money farm. Its problem is that, well, it cannot be as efficient as it should be. So the idea is to kill random creatures on a planet. So naturally you'd think, well, then that means you have to go to the best planet, right? Like the fiery ones. But on fiery planets, most creatures tend to have fire resistance, and the whole idea is to kill creatures in lava. I suggested poison, but poison is just way too slow. That's a problem. No, I mean, you can put... turrets. You can put turrets instead of lava. Oh, I need to try that. But, wait! What am I doing? The underground glitch dungeons. Oh... This is going to be fun. I don't remember. They, I think, are not printable. Well, I don't expect them to be. I'm actually surprised you can even acquire them, but in this game there are glitch dungeons, the underground ones, and they feature a single item that is so ultimately great that, man, it's so precious. Like, I didn't even know about it for like 3 years after starting to play this game. I'm going to show it to you. And the best thing is, if you don't have a mod that makes your ship not safe, then you can actually abuse it. Unfortunately, on the ship world. But with an idea in my head, I think I can make it work on fiery planets. It's not going to cost me too little, so yeah, it's going to be quite expensive actually. It's actually going to be extremely expensive actually. Let me check how much expensive it's going to be. Oh, I'm going to regret this, so prepare. Heart attack of Edward Lex in 3, 2, no, wait. I need to craft that thing first. I need the wiring station, and I need a lot more things I don't want to get, so... yeah... Heart attack, delayed. But in reality, I'm going to check it away, like, when I will be doing something else. I'm actually going to put the wiring station going. The idea is to abuse the spawn algorithm and create like a row of turrets and then just collect loot using rails. But maybe there is a better way. Maybe there is a way that won't actually include rails because rails suck. They tend to just break. Well, not like in they tend to break. They tend to just throw you away, and you get to suffer a lot, which is bad, honestly. So because of this, I'm thinking if I find like at least 12 of these underground glitch dungeons, it would be great. It would give me so much damn money, I would be swimming in it. And the best thing is I can make it totally, totally AFK. Of course, I'm going to show it to you if I make it, but for now, I have some better work to do. So, again, I'm extremely greedy when it comes to food in this game, so look, I just like farming. I don't know why, I just really like it. Especially when you have like your entire farm already ready. So, yeah. I'm going to continue getting along with my farm here, with my food production. You know, I could potentially sell all that stuff. I just don't feel like it. Because obviously I won't. We'll see what happens. And currently, I gotta say that my time is over. Goodbye, everyone. See you some other time. I don't know. This series is going to be this boring from now on. I know. This is why I dropped Starbound after I finish with the progression. But I think it's what it is. So yeah. Thank you for watching. I will be going to play some Kenshi, I suppose. Um, what else? What else? In the next episode, I really don't have a plan. Like, my plan is just hunt creatures, or go to get some fossils, or explore for glitch dungeons. I mean, man, come on, I don't even need money. Do you want to know why? Just look at this. So let's just say that, also yeah, 15 FPS, it's only going to get worse if I start including more of these creatures. So let's just say I sell all of that, I sell all of that because I really don't need that much of it. I sell everything that I have farmed. Actually, no, I'm not going to sell these guys. These are kind of good-ish. Is that it? Leather, you guys are also sellable. Yeah, and so I'm rich. That's it. This is the money farm. I mean, it works passively, but it doesn't work without issues. Like, I have to constantly walk around, I have to collect stuff, I have to pay attention to what I'm doing, I have to collect the correct crops. It's not ideal. Plus, when I say correct crops, I mean cotton, rice, and these things. The one you make chocolate with. Now, can I find an empty fridge for the future? Yes, I can. Oh, I just sold a lot of wheat, but it's going to grow up in a second. So anyway, thank you for watching. I'll be back. Not tomorrow, unfortunately. I need to once again disappear from my house for a while. Why am I making such a long outro? I just need to stop with the game already. Come on, just how much more I need to say before